The final frontier is full of mysteries that not even NASA can solve. Today we're going beyond the official account to uncover 7 jaw-dropping space facts that NASA doesn't want you to know. These revelations will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the cosmos. Get ready for an extraordinary journey through the unknown. Space is silent. If you've ever watched a space documentary or movie, you've probably heard the iconic sound of silence that accompanies stunning views of galaxies, nebulas, and planets. But did you know that this iconic soundtrack isn't just for dramatic effect? In reality, space is truly silent. Sound waves need a medium to travel through, such as air or water, and space is a vacuum with no particles for sound to vibrate. This means that if you were in space, you wouldn't be able to hear anything, including your own voice. And although NASA has the capability to send sound recordings into space, like the Voyager Golden Records, which carry sounds of Earth and humanity aboard the Voyager spacecraft, these sounds don't travel through the vacuum of space. Instead, they are stored on the spacecraft and played back when the probe reaches its destination. So while we may associate the vastness of space with an epic soundtrack, it's important to remember that it's really silent. The universe is expanding at an accelerating rate. One of the most fascinating facts about the universe is that it's constantly expanding. Since the Big Bang, the universe has been stretching and growing, pushing galaxies and stars farther apart. While this might seem like a simple fact, it actually has some pretty mind-blowing implications. For one thing, it means that the universe is getting less dense. As the universe expands, everything is getting farther apart, which means that there's less matter in any given area. This could eventually lead to a heat-death scenario, where there's so little matter in the universe that it's impossible for stars to form or for life to evolve. But here's where things get really interesting. The expansion of the universe is speeding up. That's right. The universe is expanding faster now than it was before. This means that the amount of space between galaxies is increasing at an exponential rate, leading to a future where galaxies are so far apart that they're effectively isolated from each other. This also raises some questions about what's causing the expansion of the universe to speed up. Is there something out there that we don't know about that's causing this acceleration? Or is it simply a property of the universe that we haven't yet understood? It's possible that this is simply due to dark energy, a mysterious force that makes up around 70% of the universe but remains largely unknown. Or it could be the result of something more exotic, like a quantum fluctuation or a change in the laws of physics. Whatever the cause, the accelerating expansion of the universe is one of the most exciting developments in modern cosmology, and it's a reminder of how much we still don't know about the universe. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. This fact is almost impossible to comprehend, but it's a testament to the truly staggering scale of the universe. Just think about all the beaches on Earth, from the shores of the Mediterranean to the Pacific coast of South America, from the white sands of the Caribbean to the rugged coastline of Scotland. Each beach is covered in countless grains of sand, and yet the number of stars in the universe dwarfs this number by a factor of 10 to the power of 13. To put this into perspective, if you took all the sand on all the beaches on Earth and spread it evenly across the surface of the nearest star, Alpha Centauri A, it would cover the star's surface only 0.13%. This means that there are literally trillions upon trillions of stars out there, each with its own unique light show, twinkling away into the vastness of space. The realization that there are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth is a humbling experience. It reminds us of our small place in the grand scheme of things and the truly limitless nature of the universe. Black holes can't actually be seen. Black holes are one of the most fascinating and mysterious objects in the universe, but they're not exactly easy to spot. In fact, black holes can't be seen directly with the naked eye, or even with most telescopes. That's because black holes don't emit any light or other electromagnetic radiation that we can detect. They're literally invisible. What we do is look for indirect evidence of their presence. For example, we can observe the effects they have on nearby matter, such as stars or gas clouds, which can reveal their location and size. We can also detect the intense gravity of black holes by watching how light bends around them, a phenomenon known as gravitational lensing. But despite these methods, studying black holes is challenging because they're so elusive. It's like trying to study a ghost. You can't see it directly, but you can observe its presence through its effects on the world around it. Some galaxies can move at half the speed of light. The sheer speed at which some galaxies move through space is truly mind-boggling. Picture this, hurtling through the cosmos at a speed of 150,000 kilometers per second. That's half the speed of light. Now imagine that you're standing on the Earth, looking up at the night sky. Every single star that you see is moving at this incredible speed, flying past you in a cosmic ballet that you can't see. It's a sobering thought that makes you realize just how vast and dynamic the universe really is. But how can this be? How do galaxies move so fast? The answer lies in the center of these galaxies, the supermassive black holes that lurk at their cores. These black holes exert a powerful gravitational force that pulls everything around them towards the center, and as galaxies rotate, this force causes them to speed up. increasing their rotational velocity. Some galaxies have managed to achieve speeds close to half the speed of light, making them some of the fastest objects in the universe. But don't worry, we're safe here on Earth. The Milky Way is moving at a relatively leisurely speed of 250 kilometers per second, much slower than its speedy neighbors. Time doesn't pass for objects in orbit. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to travel into space and witness the passage of time from a new perspective? Well, thanks to advances in technology, we now have the ability to do just that. Satellites and astronauts can orbit the Earth and experience the cosmos up close. But there's one strange phenomenon that they encounter that can be difficult to wrap your mind around. Time stops passing. Objects in orbit essentially stop aging relative to those on the Earth. This happens due to the effects of gravity and motion. The further away an object is from the Earth and the faster it's moving, the slower time passes for it. This means that if you were orbiting the Earth in a spacecraft, you would experience time passing more slowly than it does here on the ground. Now, the difference is incredibly small, but it's measurable with current technology. For example, if you spent a year in orbit on the International Space Station, you would come back to Earth having aged about 2 milliseconds less than someone who stayed on the ground. However, this phenomenon has some profound implications. It means that traveling into space could theoretically allow humans to travel through time. If you were to travel at near light speeds and then return to Earth, you would find that significantly less time had passed for you than for those who stayed on Earth. It's a concept that has been explored in science fiction movies like Interstellar, where a crew of explorers travels to a distant planet and finds that time passes much more slowly for them than for those left behind on Earth. While this type of time travel is currently beyond our technological capabilities, the fact that it's even possible is a fascinating and humbling reminder of the incredible power of the universe. Many scientists believe that there are other universes besides our own. The idea of parallel universes has captured the imagination of scientists and science fiction fans alike. But what is the scientific basis for this belief? Well, for starters, there's the issue of the missing antimatter. When the Big Bang Theory is used to model the early universe, it predicts that equal amounts of matter and antimatter should have been created, but we only observe matter in the universe today. Some physicists believe that this discrepancy can be explained by the existence of a multiverse where antimatter dominates. There's also the problem of dark energy. This mysterious force is thought to make up around 70% of the universe, but we know very little about it. One intriguing possibility is that dark energy is actually a leakage of energy from other universes. And finally, there are mathematical anomalies in models of the early universe that suggest that our universe, as we know it, is just one of many. All these ideas remain highly speculative, but the possibility of other universes out there is a fascinating one. Who knows? With future discoveries, we may find that we're not alone in the cosmos. In the vast expanse of space, there are many things that we don't know, but that's part of what makes exploring the cosmos so exciting. Every new discovery brings us closer to understanding the mysteries of the universe. From the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, there is always more to learn. So keep looking up at the stars and let your curiosity guide you. Who knows what wonders you might discover.